So it came to pass that Odin Allfather, bringer of battle and father of war, chose to test the mettle of the men of Midgard, as he is wont to do. And he declared there should be a great contest, and the mightiest chieftains in all of Midgard should gather their war bands, and they should be brought to Vigard Plain, and there, for 9 days and 9 nights, would be held such games and contests and battles as had ne'er been seen before in all the 9 worlds. And to the winner, eternal word fame, and the Alltaf Fuller. The Alltaf Fuller, the ever-full mead horn, that had been forged by the same dwarves that had made Gungnir, Odin's spear. The Alltaf Fuller, that had once been held by the Jotun, Utgardsloki. The Alltaf Fuller, that had bested Thor himself in a drinking contest. But that's another story. As it was decreed, so it came to pass. And the mightiest chieftains of Midgard gathered their war bands and came to Vigard Plain. And there, for 8 days and 7 nights, were held such games and contests and battles as had ne'er been seen before in all the 9 worlds. And on the 8th night, Odin had made his decision. And he came to the camp of the chieftain he had chosen, and said to him, "You are the one who is worthy of eternal word fame. Yours shall be victory tomorrow, for I shall cast Gungnir for you." And it is known that when Odin casts Gungnir, he can choose the victor in battle. "And to you, the Alltaf Fuller." And Odin departed. And the chieftain was right glad of this news, and went to tell his men, and they made merry, and feasted and drank into the night. But nothing given by the gods is easy. The chieftain had a son, a noble leader in his own right, who would have been at the games, but that a fortnight since he had gone a-raiding. A messenger came that night with ill news that the chieftain's son had been slain in the raid, and had gone to fight at Odin's side in Valhalla. And at this the chieftain knew great grief, and he cried out, "Allfather, I no longer crave victory here. Give me instead a good death, and let me go to fight by my son's side in Valhalla." And Odin heard the chieftain's prayer, and knew that it was heartfelt, and was minded to grant it. So Odin traveled to the camp of the chieftain's brother, whom the Norns had decreed would meet him on the morrow on Vigard Plain. And Odin said to him, "Your brother no longer craves the victory that might have been his. It is for you instead, then, that I shall cast Gungnir tomorrow. Yours shall be eternal word fame. Yours shall be the Alltaf Fuller. Yours will be the hand that will strike your brother down and send him to Valhalla to fight beside his son." Now the brother was a noble leader of men, and also wise, and compassionate, and courageous. And so when Odin turned to leave, he called out after him, "Allfather, do not do this thing, for the men of Midgard will be sore pressed to lose both the father and the son. I love victory as well as any leader of men, but I do not love it so much that I would have it in this way." And Odin departed. Dawn broke, as it always will until the time of Ragnarok, and the 2 war bands assembled on Vigard Plain as they were fated to do. And as they marched toward each other, Odin appeared between them, and in a voice that could be heard throughout the battlefield cried out, "Enough! Both of you are worthy of great word fame, and both of you shall have it, for I will compel the skalds to sing of your deeds this day. But neither of you craves victory here, the one from grief, the other from love. Then neither of you shall have it. It will go instead to he who has bested you both, the one by grief, the other by love. His shall be eternal word fame, and is it at his place that I will set the Alltaf Fuller, and there it shall remain, until in the fullness of time each of you shall travel there to share it with him. And that is the story of how Ethelmark won the West-Antir War.